If you're on a spiritual journey, I want to cover a list of pros and cons about awakening your Kundalini energy. I thought I was ready. I really did. I had been meditating for about 10 years, and I thought that I had worked through a lot of my trauma. And it was really rough. It was really, really rough. I went to a Joe Dispenza meditation retreat and forced the awakening mechanically. There is a way to do it that way. So, these are the lists of cons about awakening your Kundalini energy. Number one, all of your trauma will come to the surface. There are actually a lot of people out there that say that awakening your Kundalini is demonic. This is why I encountered a client and she said that, it was evil. Yeah, it can feel that way in the beginning. All of the suppressed shame, all of your self-loathing, all of your judgments, they will be dealt with. You may have a lot of depression, anxiety, anger come to the surface. You will want to sit in meditation with these feelings, feel them, heal them, release them. You really have to start loving yourself. You really have to start loving other people. Number two, for cons, your ego will start to dissolve. All of the things that make you you will go away. I was a yoga instructor. I never saw myself as not teaching yoga. I thought I would teach yoga till the day I died, and I got real tired of teaching yoga. And I forced myself into doing it, and then I got burnout. And then I went through a couple-year period where I didn't want to do it at all. And yoga's amazing, but I just didn't want to do it, and it was very destabilizing for me. Number three, you may go into psychosis where you are losing so many layers of your identity that you don't know who you are. You're teetering on the void. And the void is nothingness. It's where you have lost so much of yourself. You feel like you're going crazy. You can get up in your head a lot and just start to overthink everything. And it's a lot. You can feel like you're losing your absolute mind. And it's really important to have a good teacher if you are going on a Kundalini journey. Number four, your relationships are going to start falling apart. Anything that is not aligned with your best and highest good will come to the surface. After my Kundalini awakening, I nearly got divorced because my relationship was toxic. We had a very unhealthy attachment style. I was disorganized attached and my husband was avoidant attached. And we had to work through that because I couldn't stay in the relationship that way. And it's going a lot better. I blocked my sister because we didn't have a good relationship. I lost a lot of friends. I ended up spending a lot of time alone. And this is really important if you're going through a Kundalini awakening because you become a lot more sensitive. Now, some of the positives about it, because after you go through this dark night of the soul, and backing up, that's another con, it's going to be pretty awful for a while. Maybe. If you have a lot of trauma, I did. I am ADHD, so I had loads and loads of unprocessed trauma from childhood and from not being seen or understood. So it was hard for me to step into authenticity because I'd been masking for so long. You can go through a dark night of the soul where everything is horrible. And I was praying for death for a while. But, I figured that God wanted me around because he didn't strike me down. So here I am. Now, some of the positives about it, after you get out of this dark night of the soul, if you surrender and just allow the things to come up, life becomes really beautiful. It can be really fulfilling, the relationships that you step into. Recently, I've reconnected with some friends that I had stepped away from, and my relationships are much more authentic. I feel really accepted and loved by the people around me. My marriage is thriving. We're very supportive of each other. We actually talk about our problems now instead of shoving them under the rug and not dealing with anything. My sister and I are rebuilding a healthier relationship, And I am in love with my life. I can feel the energy moving through my body. I am much more peaceful. I am much more calm. I am much more relaxed. I am in love with my life. I am in love with myself. I am in love with people. But it took a while to get here. It's been about 4 years, and things are really looking good. But you have to cultivate a peaceful life. You have to cultivate a lot of downtime. I have to wear headphones to my son, or earplugs to my son's band concerts and to movies because they're really overstimulating. So you have to build in time alone. You have to build in time for meditation because once your Kundalini awakens, you have to live a life of alignment. So if you want more information about this, follow along. I do coaching and mentoring for anybody going through this process that's having a rough time. I have been through it, and it's really important to have somebody guide you through this process. I hope you have a great day. Follow along for more. Bye.